Hey, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishes. I'm Jim Moyna, professional bass fisherman. In this video, we're going to talk about my first day of practice here at Sam Rayburn for the 2024 Toyota Series tournament here at Sam Rayburn. And this is part of the Southwestern division of the Toyota Series. So the tournament starts Wednesday. So I had today. I'll have all day tomorrow on Monday, and then I think we got to be off the water. Maybe I'll have to double check the rules, but I think it's 4 o'clock on Tuesday, and then the tournament starts Wednesday. But anyways, the fishing has been really good on this lake. This I don't. I guess you'd call it spring, but it's not quite spring yet. So late winter. But there's been other tournaments that have been going on, and they've, over the past few weeks, and it seems like guys are catching a lot of nice quality fish and lots of fish. So I kind of had high expectations, but man, it was tough today. It was real tough. I kind of had in my mind what I wanted to do out here, and I found some fish kind of early in the day, and then I fished all day, kind of doing the same thing with slight wrinkles, slight variations, changing lures, changing depths slightly, moving in, moving out. But I just couldn't get her. I could not catch fish, period. And then something that is so typical for a lot of lakes, including Sam Rayburn Lake. I wouldn't say it was calm, but we had light winds and just crystal clear blue skies today. So that sun was just beating on the water all day, and those fish, I think, just didn't want to move much for bait. But this is very typical now, what I'm about to tell you, which is why I kind of like, if I'm just going fun fishing, I would much prefer the second half of the day rather than the first half of the day. And that's because as soon as that sun dipped below the tree line today, at sunset, I mean, it was like the switch was flipped, man. Because in the last 15 minutes, I caught like 7 fish, and one was a 10-pounder, and then the other one was like 5.5, 6. So I didn't weigh them, but those are my best guesses on that. You can see the picture on Facebook, my Facebook page, of the big 10-pounder. I actually, to do a selfie, I actually had to hold the fish behind me to get the whole fish in the frame. Put this hand with the camera forward, hold the fish back a little bit behind me to get them all in. So with that kind of perspective, it may not look as big as a 10-pounder held straight in front, right? But anyways, so that was really cool. It ended the day on a high note, and because it was really, I was really questioning what I was doing, but I stuck with the plan, stuck with what I thought should be happening, and I just came across the right place. I'm sure. I'm sure I probably fished through some fish today. You always do, but they just weren't doing much. It seemed like for quite a bit of the day. So, anyways, but that was a very critical occurrence to have happen, because that verifies that I am doing what I should be doing. Maybe change up some baits a little bit, make those types of adjustments, but but my location selection, I think, is spot on. It's just trying to find, because I fished a lot of locations that had the ingredients I'm looking for without catching anything. So there was probably some fish on some of those places, at least a couple, and they didn't want to bite because it was high sun, no clouds. But all right, so man, what else I want to say? Caught a great big carp today. I mean, like a 20-pound carp. The thing was massive. But yeah, I'm kind of tired now. That door, camper door, that kept me busy. And my friend Ed here, who operates the Double Heart RV Park, we spent like 6 hours probably fixing that door. We reframed it with new components, and when we put it back together, we realized that we probably should add a couple of cross beam braces that weren't there in the original one, which is probably part of the problem why the door failed. So we took it all apart again and cut a couple beams, got those in place, and reassembled the door. Assembling this door is no easy task because it's in several pieces. There's like panels on each side, and there's the framework in there, and then these caps that go on there that are very tight fitting. Hard, but that's nothing to do with fishing. But you may not want to hear any more about that. So, in fact, that's probably about all I got to say for today's fishing. It was just kind of a slow bite all day, except for the last. I mean, I had a little bit of action early, and then, which is typical for this lake too. You always hear on this lake, and when a guy has 30 pounds, a lot of times he catches it in the first hour because these big fish just kind of go dormant midday a lot of times. But they sure light up again right at the end of the day. Yeah, it was a beautiful day too. I mean, sure it was chilly, but when you got a sweater like this sweater and you got blackfish gear to go on top of it, you're gonna stay warm. Over.